Hello and welcome to the marvellous show Game of Thrones. I'm Steve, and if you've never seen the show before, it's a movie and series react show. That's about it really. Bit of fun, nothing more, nothing less. Sometimes a little bit less. Usually it's with my friend Vic, and because of lockdown I'm on my own. I'd never seen Game of Thrones before, so I'm now watching the entire series, start to finish, and I am loving it. Talking of lockdown, how are you by the way? This country, the UK, is now in full lockdown, so you're basically a prisoner in your own home, unless you're a key worker. I happen to be lucky enough to be able to go out to work in the morning, so I'm not too bad. But whatever you're doing, I just hope you stay safe and just try and make as good a time as you possibly can, basically. Watching weird bowl guys on YouTube might just cheer you up, you never know. So, going through the last two episodes that we've seen, it's been picking up and getting really, really good. So, my loves and hates character-wise, my loves, in third place is Sansa, and yeah, I never really liked her before, but now I really genuinely do feel really sorry for her. And obviously she doesn't know who to trust. Well, she can't trust anyone. I mean, she basically is, I don't know how you describe it, she's like a sheep in a pride of lions, I suppose, and that is kind of what she is. And she doesn't know where to turn, she can't escape, she's got to try and get through this as easy as possible. And I guess she just prays that her brother can come and sort of and save her, I guess. And number two is Arya, and again, feel really, really sorry for her. She has been through absolute hell. She may have just found her way out, oddly enough, from Tywin Lannister, of all people. But yeah, I can't wait to see where that's going to go, hopefully in this next episode. And my number one is Tyrion. It's got to be Tyrion. The guy's a genius, absolutely love him to bits. He is the ultimate in the player. He's playing everyone at the minute and doing such a great job of it. Do worry a bit though, because, and I'm going to make a prediction here, his girlfriend, can't remember her name off the top of my head, but his girlfriend, I don't reckon is going to make it to the end of the series, because she is definitely Tyrion's weak point, without a doubt. And I think Cersei or Joffrey, one of those two is going to do something really nasty to her just to get at him, and I don't think she's going to last to the end of the series. I might be completely wrong, but that is my prediction where that goes anyway. So my hates, in third place, and I've got to pronounce his name right, it's Lancel. I think he's the nephew of Tyrion, I think, or cousin. I think he's his nephew. I don't like him at all. He gets right up himself and then got knocked straight back down again by Tyrion, which cracked me right up. So yeah, don't like him one bit. He's got Lannister running right through him, hasn't he? He's a typical kind of Lannister. So yeah, don't like him at all. Number two is Cersei. Ugh. I can't believe in the first ever episode I watched, I was stupid enough to go, oh, you don't know, she could be good, she could be a good guy. No, she's not a good guy at all. She's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And I'm glad she's getting a little bit of her own medicine. Not that that's going to last, because I think she's the one that's going to get at Tyrion, I think. But we'll wait and see on that one. And number one, do I even need to say who's number one? Exactly. It's still him. It's still him. It's going to be him for a while. Words escape me. I can't even put into words how much I hate this person. So I'm not going to say anything else about him, to be honest. There you go, done. So going again from the last two episodes, we've kind of had Robb Stark, who's kind of warmed to this kind of nurse who's on the battlefield. They had a loving kind of stare at each other as she was sawing a guy's leg off, which was a nice moment, a very warm moment between the both of them. And don't know where that's going to go, but I dare say we're going to see her again, because they had a good old chat. You found out her name, which I can't remember, and yeah, she'll be definitely coming back in it again. And I was quite surprised to see Littlefinger suddenly turning up with Cat and trying to sort of, he actually tried to woo her at one point. He actually said, perhaps this is a sign. I mean, come on, how low is that? I couldn't believe he even said that. But yeah, he's now trying to negotiate a deal for her two daughters, even though he's only got one of them. Although technically, I don't know, they might have two of them again soon, who knows. But yeah, they're trying to negotiate for Jaime, and I hope she doesn't cave on that, because they need to keep him prisoner, they really do. In fact, they need to kill him. I'd have chopped his head off ages ago, but that's just me. Obviously, I've spoken about Arya and Gendry and stuff. I'm dreading to see where that's going to go. They've both been through hell together, and hopefully now they won't get killed, they won't get tortured. And hopefully there might be a way out. I'm hoping that they do. I really wanted her to go up to the wall to meet Jon again. I thought that would have been amazing, but that just wasn't to be, I guess. And we finally got to see Karth the city that I see at the beginning of the intro all the time and never really knew much about it. But I hope they are going to go on about that a bit more now in these next 2 episodes, because they haven't really featured Daenerys very much at all. It looked like an amazing place when they opened the gates, so that could be really exciting storyline, so I can't wait to see that. As long as they don't touch her dragons, leave her dragons alone. Speaking of dragons, Melisandre had a happy kind of birth thing at the end. Yeah, that was a bit creepy, a bit weird, and yeah, a big. I don't know what it was. Like a demon, I suppose, like a fiery demon thing came out of her. Which, when you saw the face-off between Stannis and Renly, I thought there's no chance. Renly's got a massive, huge army, but now with this thing being born, that could change things a lot. And he said you only have one night to decide as well. So this could actually be like this next episode. So that it's quite exciting. This could actually happen. So I want to see what's going to go on there. Still think they should have joined together anyway. It's just so stupid, really. They could have taken out the Lannisters, no problem. Especially with a smoky demon thing that came from her vagina. And I guess we'll see a bit more of Theon now. We didn't see anything in the last episode. Where his loyalties lie, I've got no idea. He's not one of my favourite characters anyway, so... But we'll see where it goes. I'd like to think he would at least warn Robb Stark what's going to happen. That would be quite a good thing to do. That might happen actually, now I've thought about it, because then if he warns him, they might have to stop their attack on the Lannisters and go back, perhaps. Perhaps that's what happens, I don't know. Damn it, that's a good idea, Steve. Thanks. And hopefully we see a bit more Jon Snow. That would be nice. That story is still my favourite story, even though they just don't seem to do it very much. I really want to see a good chunk of that story in this episode, or at least in episode 6. But hopefully this next episode we see a lot of Jon Snow. It would be nice. So anyway, those are my loves, hates, my predictions, and let's crack on with episode 5, which is called The Ghost of Harrenhal. Ooh. See you in a minute. Bye.
There are no men like me.
My son has no interest in the Iron Throne.
The Starks will have dominion over all lands north of Mount Caitlin, provided he swears me an oath of fealty.
And the wording of this oath?
The same Ned Stark swore to Robert 18 years ago.
And in return for my son's loyalty?
In the morning, I'll destroy my brother's army.
It's not going to be as simple as that.
Together, we could end this war in a fortnight.
What the shit? Whoa! What?
You'll die for this!
No, wait, it wasn't.
Oh my... Did that just happen? Ah! I can't believe this show.
You've got to leave. You can't avenge him if you're dead.
Still can't believe that's just happened.
Stannis will be here in an hour. When he arrives, Renly's bannermen will flock to him. Your former companions will fight for the privilege of selling you to their new king.
And you want that privilege for yourself.
You will note that I am standing here talking to you, not Stannis. Do you want to be a queen?
No. I want to be the queen.
Why are they looking at each other like that?
Whomever did it, I say, well done.
It's not what Varys said.
Cersei's pissed.
Renly's army's flocking to support Stannis.
So clever. Aren't you always so clever with your schemes and your plots?
You can talk.
So the same thing. Wildfire, you wouldn't lie to me, would you, cousin? Do you think it will make Jaime more likely to kill you or less likely? When I tell him you're fucking her, I mean.
They have thousands of pots. Already stored in their vaults, they are planning to launch it from the city walls into Stannis' ships and armies.
Enough. Even torturing you is boring.
It's like his little bit.
They won't be able to resist us now. Soon I shall be sitting on the Iron Throne.
Nothing is worth what this will cost you, not even the
I
Iron...
know more about it.
Does he know about it? That's why he doesn't want him to talk about it.
Some believe she whispers orders in your ear and you obey.
We set out for King's Landing without Lady Melisandre.
He's not going to tell him about the... thing, vagina thing.
Brother fornicates with sister in the bed of kings. Are we surprised when the fruit of their incest is rotten? King prancing down his blood-stained halls to the tune of a twisted demon monk.
You have to admire his imagination.
He's talking about you.
What? Oh, here we go. So he's not going to warn Robb Stark then?
I'm your commander. Welcome.
Congratulations on your first command.
Thank you. Kind of you to come see me off.
Oh, I'm not here for you. I was just on my way to Red Harbor. My crew would wait on deck for a year if I asked them to. This lot, though.
They've already gone.
Who are you?
Dagmar, first mate.
Oh gosh, he's going to get to hear everything now.
We've underestimated the Stark boy for too long. He has a good mind for warfare. His men worship him. Girl, where are you from? You're a northerner, aren't you? Good. And one more time, where are you from?
Barrington, my lord. House Dustin. 2 crossed long axes beneath a black crown.
And what do they say of Robb Stark in the north?
They say he can't be killed.
Do you believe them?
No, my lord. Anyone can be killed.
Ah, she's good.
Fetch that water.
Wow. Is he from the cage?
A boy becomes a girl,
I was always a girl.
and I was always aware.
He was, wasn't
Who keeps secrets? Speak 3 names, and the man will do the rest.
I can name anyone, and you'll kill him. They call him the Tickler.
That is enough. Go now, girl. Your master's thirsty.
Oh, there's Ghost.
1 blast is for Rangers returning. Wildlings is 2 blasts. And 3 for White Walkers. It's been 1,000 years, but that's the only time they blow the horn 3 times.
The substance burns so hot, it melts flesh like tallow. The jars are put in catapult and flung at the enemy.
How much do you have?
Our present count stands at 7,811.
Whoa.
To burn Stannis Baratheon's fleet and armies both.
You won't be making wildfire for my sister any longer. You'll be making it for me.
Hey. Oh, dragon. Oh. That's so cool. I've got to get one of them.
He'll be able
Oh my
to
God.
himself from now on.
Mother of Dragons. On behalf of the Warlocks...
He's not scary at all.
I welcome you.
It's kind of freaking me out a bit.
See yourself in them.
Ah!
You are always welcome, Mother of Dragons.
Okay. Walk away now.
You watch over her.
Do I know you?
I know you.
Oh. Are there any normal people in this place?
The Mother of Dragons.
It looked like Stannis.
To me, it just looked like a shadow in the shape of a man.
In the shape of Stannis. But I could serve you. If you would have me.
Yes! Yay!
And that I shall ask no service of you that might bring you dishonor. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
Oh.
We can send 2 orphan boys from Winterstown home with you to help watch over your flock. If you can give them room and board.
My wife always prayed for more children. We look after them. Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, just look after them, yeah? What you lot are like.
Stop it.
That's really annoying.
Sneak in, kill Mance, and scatter them to the winds before they can march on the wall.
Lord Commander, I'd like to join Lord Corrin.
I hope you make a better ranger than you do as steward.
Ooh.
The door in the vault is made of Valyrian stone. The hardest steel does not make a mark. The only thing that can open this door is this key.
And it can all be mine.
Oh. Well, let's just say half.
All I have to do.
Is marry me.
The Starks fight the Lannisters, the Baratheons fight each other.
Gendry's all buff, isn't he?
You're practicing for a fight. You should practice right.
Is that him? It is, isn't it? Haha! Good. Why doesn't she say Joffrey to him? Say Joffrey! And that was Game of Thrones, The Ghost of Harrenhal. Yeah, this series is getting really, really good now, this season, sorry. I loved the whole Brienne Cat thing, that was amazing. The fact that they bonded together now, it's going to be a really good team. And let's face it, Brienne's a good person to have on your back. On your back? And that Brienne's a good person to have your back, definitely. She's good. She's very good. And the beginning, man, that threw me totally. I mean, that's one of the most shocking surprises. I never saw that coming in a million years. Yeah, when Renly died within the first few seconds, few minutes, and that was that. Yeah, he was killed by the black shadow thing that came from the vagina thing, and I didn't expect that at all. That was absolutely shocked me. So I guess that Renly's army's now joined Stannis' army. So that's going to be a big army now. I'm a little bit confused on the story with Tyrion and the fire bombs. How he's kind of now said you're working for me now. Don't really get where that's going unless he's got some kind of plan that he's going to use them. But he was right about the fact that keeping all those in one room is probably a little bit dangerous. But well, we'll see where that goes. I'm very confused about the Theon story now. I just don't know whose side he's on. I'm really, really confused. Yeah, he wasn't in it very much. It was a very short little sequence, and I don't know. I guess we'll see in the next episode where that's going to go. Don't like his sister very much though. She's a bit up herself, isn't she? Really. And Jon Snow's off on an adventure now, a very dangerous adventure. That is quite a scary scenario. That, I mean, there's 4 of them. It's going to go and try and find out about the Wildling army. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Jon will be fine. Wouldn't count on the others though, but Jon will be fine. And there was quite a bit on Karth this time, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, Daenerys got offered marriage by what's his name? Zaro. And yeah, that's I don't know how I feel about that. That's all a bit kind of weird. And then towards the end of that was it Jorah? I don't know how you pronounce his name, but yeah, he had there's a bit of a weird. I don't know. I didn't like that. There was some kind of weirdness going on between the two of them, and I don't think that she's going to take his offer and go on her own with her own ship. I think she likes her eyes lit up when she realised that she could have a whole army. I think that's the route she's going to take. So I'll be really surprised if she leaves on her own with just one ship. I don't see that happening at all. Poor Arya. I mean, this episode was all about her, and she didn't cave when Tywin Lannister was like questioning her. She almost kind of lost it at one point, and then she managed to gather herself again. But it's actually quite good her being in that position, because she's actually able to hear all the plans that they've got in the battle. So that could be quite handy. I think she needs to stay there for a little bit. And also the guy that she rescued, who was in the cage, he's offered her to take 3 lives. Why didn't she say Joffrey, Cersei and Tywin Lannister? There you go, there's the 3. That'd been brilliant. Job done. But I guess he meant ones that are near. But still, Tywin Lannister, you know, I would have picked him, definitely. And finally, Gendry is buff. There you go. Who knew? So, yeah, can't wait to the next episode now. This is getting really, really good now. We've got on episode 6. We're more than halfway. So things are going to start to happen. Oh, and the dragons. I forgot to say the dragons. The dragons were amazing. I loved the dragon as well. So yeah, can't wait to episode 6. If you love Game of Thrones, please subscribe, like, comment and hit the bell. And be part of this amazing little community we've got. And yeah, it'd be fun to have you aboard. And so yeah, so until next time, I shall see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. And I will see you in episode 6. Bye.